Hey friends, Jess here, and I'm back with story number 1 for my October Daily 2022. And this is the story of our trip to the apple orchard that we do annually with my in-laws. We go to this small little orchard. It's kind of like a well-kept secret, if you will. It's quaint, tiny, never overcrowded. The apples are amazing. And they have the largest mums. That's like my favorite part. I always buy 3 for my house. And it's just awesome. A tractor ride down to the field, and it's just, we all look forward to it every year. So I'm documenting that. But to start off, on the opposite side is this great little quote from Winnie the Pooh that says, talks about autumn feels, basically. And it's the first day of autumn, a time for hot chocolatey memories, mornings, and toasty marshmallow evenings. And the best of all, leaping into the leaves. And I just thought that totally sums up my feelings of fall in a great way, a great addition, if you will, to the album. And so it's going to sit opposite of the apple orchard story. So we're just matting it in some wood grain paper with a little black border, and then I'm putting it on top of that beautiful gold foil leaf paper from a Jen Hatfield collection. I'm not sure which one, but I just love it so much. So this one's pretty simple. I am going to also embellish it a little bit because if you probably can't tell, but the black border is a little offset, so nothing some embellishments can't fix, which is great, right? There's no mistakes in scrapbooking, just opportunities to embellish more, right? As a lot of people say. Which is wonderful. So I'm just getting some holes punched here. We're going to add my quote to that gold leaf paper, and we're going to get some embellishments on that and call it done. Pretty simple. And that's what I love about these projects. Any project, you can make them as simple or as complex as you want. And I plan on adding kind of like a mixture of both into the October Daily. I like to do that. And this one, the quote for me really just speaks volumes, and it doesn't need much more than that. So I'm going to add a couple of pumpkins, a couple of leaves, and a little word phrase, and then this page is going to be done. And I love it so much. As simple as it is, it's visually pleasing. And like I said, the quote just makes my heart happy. It totally is all the feelings of fall that I have wrapped up in one quote. It's wonderful. And so we're going to plop that there in the album, and we're going to move along next to this, the layout I'm really excited about here, which is this big apple. So I took our family photo. I found a cut file of an apple in the Silhouette Design studio, and then I dragged in our photo and cut it to shape. And then I am going to be cutting this apple in half, so it folds in half in the album. And then we're going to embellish either side. And so this idea popped in my head. I was like, what fun. So it comes out really great, I think. And I just love how it opens up to be this super large family photo, which is so fun. We are sitting on a stone wall in front of like this really old cottage that is on the orchard property, and it's so fun to go in there, and it's beautiful, but it's history. It's like an actual hand-built cottage, and the kids always love going in there and exploring it. So it was a good backdrop for a family photo, and a typical family photo for us where, Wyatt's making a silly hand gesture or face. We are in that phase where everything has like a thumbs up or the hands are doing something. So I will take it. Everyone else is smiling. So to me, that's a win when it comes to a family photo. So we've got the halves cut. I am backing the apple with this really pretty plaid paper. I think that came from the Cozy Days collection. And we're just getting ready to adhere, and we're going to punch some holes in the one side. The back side of the apple I'm actually going to save for another story, so I'm not going to include it as part of this spread So that's just a matter of adding the backing paper and punching the holes, and we'll be able to plop that one into the album. Whereas the front part of the apple, the one that's on the same side as the quote, I'm actually going to be adding all of our photos or snapshots from the day of apple picking. And I am going to be making a interactive or a hidden pocket, not really interactive. It's probably not a good term for it, but a hidden pocket behind the photo where all the extra snapshots are going from the orchard. And I gotta tell you, I cut out a lot from this video because that pocket gave me so much trouble. I don't know if I was tired, but the engineering of that just really threw me for a loop. And part of the reason was I really wanted to include that adorable banner, and it was just throwing a wrench into where my cards are going in. But, you know, an extensive amount of time later, I figured it out, and it all came together. And the other thing that I was trying to figure out was tabs to pull the cards up. I couldn't make a decision on those. So I was hemming and hawing and indecisive. It was, it's funny now, but in the moment I was just like frustrated with myself because I'm like, Jess, why is this so hard? This shouldn't be so hard. But anyways, as you can see, I just cut a slit in. I have not connected the plaid paper to the actual apple because I cut a slit for the cards to fall into. And what you're seeing now is I'm just creating a little pocket for the cards to land in so they don't go all the way to the bottom. I will tell you that this is really not necessary. It actually causes problems. The card doesn't always slide into it. So what I would do instead is just move that black piece of paper down further so it is just a stopper rather than a pocket, and your pocket will function beautifully. I ended up adjusting off camera later on, but it still works really well. So now we've got the pocket made, and then we're going to adhere that plaid to the apple, tape down and adhere it. So there your cards are going to, and your cards and your pictures are now going to be able to be pulled up and hide behind the embellished layout. So I think it's really fun. It's a great way to add a lot of extra photos that you didn't necessarily have room for, if you will, or they didn't seem to fit with the aesthetic of the layout you're trying to make, if that makes sense. So yep, there it is. And I was debating here, do I keep October Stories up or do I keep it tucked down? I wanted it tucked down, so I made the pocket just slightly bigger so it would fit more comfortably. And then there are my little tiny photos hidden in the back. I end up adding Avery tabs with stickers to the top of them, as you can see here, and you can pull them out. You see the journaling and the photos. Super fun. I really love it. After, like I said, a lot of work, it came together. So we're gonna punch some holes and get this side put together. The top photo on the layout is a photo of the barn at the little farmer's market that this orchard has, which is right up the road from the orchard. So we always go there and get some local meats and produce. And this year they had pick your own flowers, which was so fun. I've never done that, and I loved it. Like cut your own bouquet. It's definitely something I want to do on an annual basis. So we always go there, and the kids always get like fun little handmade cookies too. So it's just fun to support local, and it's just aesthetically pleasing. It's so fall. Like, I love it so much. So I snapped a picture of this barn, and it's just beautiful. The red barn against the blue sky with the green grass. The photo just came out so nice. So I've got the little banner. I'm able to keep it. Yay. So we're attaching that to the top, and then we're going to plop the photo on here. Now, if you guys want to learn how to do what I've done with the photo being cut out as the apple, head on over to my Patreon, become a Patreon member, and I walk you through that tutorial over there on my page. Plus, there's a ton of freebies too, and these process videos are real time. So if it's something you're interested in, go check it out. I'll make sure to leave the link below, and you'll get all the details on how this was put together. So there we go. The photo is on the apple. I did bump it up with some foam dots because those the journaling and pictures in the pocket were a little bulky, and so the photo would have bowed otherwise. So now it's just a little bit of embellishing. As you can see, I have a gold one there. I don't end up keeping it. I tried to make it work. I just didn't love the one, and so I just think I've decided that maybe I'm not going to do numbering this year for October Daily. It's super fun, but I didn't have the right numbers. Maybe I'll come back to it. I'm not sure, but I do end up not including it on this layout for now. But again, subject to change. I could go back. But I have this fun puffy sticker sheet that I've added a couple of words to just to fill out the bottom a little bit. And that really completes the embellishment for this layout. Very simple, but lots of fun colors. Complements that quote page quite nicely with the wood grain and the gold. I love my paper choices. I love the Cozy Days collection. It's just so pretty. And then pulling from my stash to find all those complementing pieces is just so far worked out really well. I know we're early on in the album, but I'm so excited about these colors. So we're going to get that side in, and look how, it comes together so nicely. So the last little bit is I've got a stem to go on top of the apple so it actually looks like an apple. Like you can kind of tell, but as you'll see here in a moment, the stem actually like finishes it off. Yeah, see, look at that. Now it really looks like an apple. So we're going to adhere that stem down, and then that basically completes story number 1 in this album. How fun is this? I just love it so much, and it was quite easy, you know, minus the pocket debacle. But there you go. There's the front. You open it up, you see the large family photo, and yeah, it's just a fun spread. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process video. Like I said, I'll leave a link to my Patreon below if you want to know more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Happy scrapping. Bye.